Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Well, it is now time for First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson. Happy Monday. It is time now, though, for Say What? And I'm not talking about the weather, Say What. We'll have more with Mike in just a little bit. We are really excited about this because I've got Leroy here, movie buff, of course, and Professor Mead, who has some questions about the Oscars, which, admittedly, I did not watch. Did you watch them?
I watched the whole thing from beginning to end, and I watched the red carpet in the beginning. So you going down,
Great.
J-Dub?
I'm definitely going down. David is off today, so great. He's my competitor. All right.
Do you think you got it? I think you got it. You can do this.
It depends on what you're asking, I guess.
I mean, it's not anybody who won per se. If
Okay.
that helps.
All right. Man, but you had it from the red carpet to the end.
Hey,
all right, let's just
I had
see
a
what we
free
got.
Sunday, so why not spend it with the Oscars?
That's right.
That's a good idea. Let's get into the first question.
Okay.
Host Conan O'Brien, what did he dress up as in the opening segment? Was it A, Aunt Gladys from Weapons, B, Sonny Hayes from F1, C, Cornbread from Sinners, or D, Marty Mauser from Marty Supreme?
So I think the funniest thing would be A.
Okay, that's
So I'm
fair.
going to say A.
That is correct.
Yeah, because I'm
You
like,
did.
yeah.
Get that out of here.
Cornbread would be a bad one. I watched Sinners last night.
Well,
If he
Cornbread
did that, he'd get canceled probably.
Yeah.
So, and then the other two, I don't know. But I'm assuming because Aunt Gladys, a female, he's dressed like, and
It
she
was
had the
really
crazy
funny. They
makeup.
had the kids chasing him through the Oscars and all the way there. It was really fun.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
Oh, it was amazing. Again, he had them chase him through all the best movie nominations. So
Oh,
he
that's
went,
cool.
He went through Sinners set, he went through Weapons set, just all of them is pretty good.
Okay,
You're
awesome.
starting
I'll
out pretty
Google
good for
that.
not watching. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. That's one for
that
one.
was only because I deduced it down to which one would be the funniest.
That's fair.
And he's
Okay.
I like
Well, if
Conan.
he could have been Sonny Hayes driving through each movie, you know?
Yep.
Is that funny or
And he
cool?
went through Marty Supreme, it was pretty funny.
Let's get to the second question.
Okay, this one's
In
you,
what,
Leroy.
what Oscar category was there a tie?
The answer is D.
He already
D.
knows.
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh
Best
my gosh.
live action short film.
Yep.
Do we know which
it was
ones?
the first tie in a couple of years.
Yep.
I don't remember the exact movies, the exact short films, but it was interesting because they haven't had that happen in a while.
I didn't even know that that was possible.
I
that
didn't know
they
it was
could end
either.
in a tie.
Neither
Right.
did I. Who was the host? Was it who was announcing it?
Oh, what actor? Oh,
Kumail Nanjiani.
You
Right,
get
right, right.
bonus points if you get
Right.
that one.
It was
I
Kumail-
couldn't pronounce his name, so I didn't want to mess it up. but
Ah,
got
there you
it.
go.
He came in and he was like, "This is not a joke, but we do have a tie. I'm going to announce one, take a break, and we'll announce the other."
Yeah,
So,
he's-
Yeah,
next question.
I wasn't
Okay.
really happy
Oh.
about that. Oh, good talk.
That went
That
fine.
one got some air there.
Let's get to question number 3. What two characters did Michael B. Jordan play in Sinners?
I watched it last night. I did. I watched
Was
it
it
last
A,
night.
Delta and Slim? B,
Smoking sack.
Oh, she got it already. She was ready for that. That's
Michael
2 for
B. Jordan
2.
would be very proud of you.
Oh man, and he's so good looking.
And he won Best Actor.
He did.
Did he win? Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were saying Sinners was going to probably.
Sinners
do
was
well.
really good. It was my pick for Best Film, but it did not win.
Right.
I will say
honestly
it was a
thought-
little slow to start, but I liked. when
Once he got into
picked
it,
up.
it was
think
so fun.
Once he won, that he should have got an Oscar for Smoke and Stack.
He should have.
That's a
That's
good
just
point
me.
because they're
That's just
totally.
me.
Yeah, that was cool
He
to
should have
see.
gone home with
Cool.
2 just like this.
That would have been really cool.
Yep.
I like corn and bread. Okay,
like the
wow,
cornbread
I'm
one.
actually surprised I've gotten these right so far.
You're doing pretty good. Let's get to the
Glad I
fourth
watched
question.
Sinners last night. Okay, here we go.
All right. What award debuted at the 2026 Oscars? Was it A, Best Original Line, Best Sequel or Prequel, C, Best Lighting, or D, Best Casting?
The answer is D, Best Casting Director, actually.
Best Casting Director, you are correct.
Oh my gosh, great job. Well,
Thank you.
he is a director, so he would
Okay,
know.
right. So it spoke to me, casting
my
and director. So I
gosh.
was like, oh, finally
Okay,
they
so
get some shine.
We're tied
Producers
right now.
upstairs, correct me if I'm wrong, but the
Nervous.
last time they added a new award to the Oscars was in 2003.
That sounds about right.
Oh,
It's been a long time,
really?
so this was a
Okay.
big deal. And like
Awesome.
a lot of kudos to those people who cast these movies because that's a hard job, very hard job.
And they
Right.
birthed a lot of dreams, you
Yes,
know?
they
That's
do.
true. Yeah,
So,
a lot
shout
of
out to casting
opportunities.
directors. I am
Okay.
an actor, so shout out to casting directors.
This is the
Yeah,
tiebreaker.
use him. All right, so yes, this is the tiebreaker. If I don't get it right, Leroy,
Okay.
you get your chance.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll end it in a tie like the Oscars.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
All right.
All right. What movie broke the
Oh,
record
geez.
for most Oscar nominations ever? Was it A, One Battle After Another, B, Hamnet, C, Sinners, or D, Marty Supreme?
All right, I'm just going to keep going with Sinners because it hasn't steered me wrong yet.
That was a good idea because Sinners is
No
correct.
way! Did you know it too, though?
I did know it.
Oh, okay. You know what? We'll just
Congratulations.
say it's a tie because he's. Oh,
Do you
thanks
know
for
how
doing
many?
this
Do you
with
know
me.
how many awards they won?
Okay,
and all?
here, tell us how many.
How many awards?
4.
They won 4.
There
They were
you
nominated
go.
for, I believe, 16 awards.
Are you kidding me?
13.
13?
13.
That's
They
a
won for Best Actor, Best Original
Let's give
Screenplay,
the win to
Best
Leroy.
He knows everything.
Cinematographer, and Best Score.
Amazing.
All well-deserved. Great movie. If you
job.
ever get a
Great
chance,
time.
please watch it.
Well, thank you
Please.
so much for that, guys. Now, I think we've worked up an appetite. What do you think?
Oh, I'm
Yes.
hungry.
All right, check this out.
I know you got that. I know.
I am. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like a biscuit off 320.
Crispy on the outside, mushy on the inside. We put all the bacon and cheddar inside it.
I don't need the sauce.
Oh,
Oh man. As if we didn't have enough food here, we brought out wings. Sandwiches just make you happy, man. What's up there, foodies? We are in the Riverside neighborhood, just across the street from St. Vincent Hospital on Bar Street at Clark's Brothers Subs. And I've got Andy right here. He's the owner, and he's gonna walk us through some amazing sandwiches and food, guys. Andy, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you having here.
I appreciate you coming in.
Just popped by for Philly one afternoon, and I couldn't even believe it. I was like, I gotta be here. So we gotta do a foodie. So thank you so very much.
appreciate it.
How did Clark Brothers Subs come about? How did this happen?
I used to sell computers to the government.
Come on. That's a big shift.
It was a big shift. I came down here after some family stuff went on. My mom passed away.
I'm sorry to hear
So I had to kind of felt the urge to go somewhere new. I
Okay.
came down here, met a lot of great guys, but I ended up day drinking for probably a year. So I decided I needed something to do to fill my time.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be doing that. And I came up with the idea of starting a restaurant, so I started a Poke Burry Jack's.
Okay.
I had it for about 3 years. It's a franchise. Decided I wanted my own thing. They were great guys. They let me out of the thing without an exit fee. They were super. And I kind of just went with my own recipes, my own ideas.
Yeah.
How I wanted food to be. Huge sandwiches, tots,
Yeah.
just different kind of foods
Big,
that I
delicious
love.
stuff.
Absolutely.
Oh
absolutely.
man, it's cool. I'm telling you, you better bring your appetite. I'm serious, you better, because like everything here is large and in charge.
At Clark Brothers, we make our own meat. We don't use deli meats except for our
Really?
Italians. Everything else we
What?
smoke ourselves. That's our own pastrami
Wow.
with our own Russian dressing,
What?
sauerkraut on village bread.
Oh, it's so tender.
So it's, it's an 8-day
man.
brine in the store, and then we smoke it out about 10, 12 hours.
That's so good. The sauerkraut doesn't like take over by any stretch. That's delicious.
Next we have
Okay, what do we got next?
a Cuban.
Cuban!
Right here.
Oh, this is a terrible job. I just sit around here and just like go from amazing
I think
sandwich
people are going to be
amazing-
applying for your job.
Right? Too bad, I'm under contract. All right, so why the Cubano? Tell us a little bit about this.
It's a Florida favorite, and we thought it was something we could do with our own meats to draw it all together. So we do our own Cuban pork, we do our own mojo, we even do our own pickles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the problem was the pickles always coming around. When you put them on there, you get a
They
bite
fall
with
off.
pickle and no pickle. So we did pickles in strips and seasoned them ourselves.
So good, dude.
The sandwich that brought you in here,
Yep, this is the sandwich that
this is
brought
a
me in.
Duval cheesesteak.
Tell
Now,
me
this
all
is
about
with
it.
Cooper Sharp.
Yeah.
So Cooper Sharp is a Philly cheese. It's an American cheese, but it has a sharp cheddar taste. We bring in our own ribeye, fresh, never frozen, slice it off in-house.
Oh, man. Oh, I will drown in that cheese. It's so good. All right, so real quick, tell everybody where you're located at so they can come find you.
Absolutely, 2545 Riverside Avenue, right across from St. Vincent's Hospital on Bar Street.
There you go. Andy, thank you so
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
I really
I appreciate
appreciate it.
it.
Guys, you gotta come out and try these subs. I implore you to do so. They are delicious and amazing. And I'm just gonna sit here and continue to stuff my face. If you wanna watch segments like this again, you know all you have to do is head over to First Coast News Plus.
Well, who's ready to get a little jiggy with it? I'm not talking about Will Smith. I am talking about a little Irish jig. We've got Madeline Mumford, the owner and head coach of the Mumford Academy of Irish Dance, getting us ready for St. Patty's Day. Who'd you bring with you today?
Absolutely, yes. We are so excited to be here with you all today. Yes, we're the Mumford Academy of Irish Dance, and I have 3 of my dancers. I have Miss Sloan, Miss Eleanor, and Miss Meredith. Luckily, we're all on spring break, but we're
yes.
even luckier that this is the luckiest day of the year and month.
That's
So
right.
happy to be here.
Oh, we're so excited to have you guys. So So tell us about your school, the Mumford Academy of Irish Dance, because it's fairly new, right?
Absolutely, it is absolutely very new. We started officially in January of 2025. I moved down here after I did a tour in Ireland. I went to university there at Trinity College Dublin and decided,
oh my gosh,
maybe I want to go to warmer weather and not have it rain every day. And
Yeah.
what a better place to teach Irish dance than sunny Florida. So we've been here for a little over a year now.
That is absolutely amazing. And how has it grown so far in that just over a year?
Yes, it's been great, immense growth, which is so, so fantastic. Whether you're Irish in heritage or just in spirit, everybody is welcome to Mumford Academy, and people have really seen that. Last year, and for our first St. Patrick's Day in March, we started with only 2 students. And now we've grown to about 15 to 20. There were 15 of us at the parade yesterday. So
oh my God.
it's been
Was it the
great.
Celtic Festival?
Yes, it
or?
was, in St. Augustine.
Very cool. Yeah, so what are some of the other things that you guys will get into, especially, you know, this season?
Yes, this season, I mean, this month is like our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we have about 10 shows total, a mix of public and private shows. Even just tonight after this, with our friends here at First Coast Living, we're going to be at Finn McCool's this evening.
Oh, yeah.
And tomorrow, for the day that's in it, we're going to be at Second Bay Brewing Company. So if anybody would like to get a pint, come watch us dance. We'd really love the support.
Very nice. And what are the age ranges, I guess, for your students?
Yes, so we have kids to adults. Even Miss Eleanor here, she's 5 years old. So we start usually around 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
We go all the way up to adults. So
That's so
we have Celtic
fun.
cardio and cocktails if you'd like to get a little
Celtic
jiggy
cardio
with
and
it.
cocktails.
Absolutely.
Where do you do that? At your studio, or you go
Yes,
somewhere?
we do. So we're hosting at the Palm Valley Community Center, which is
Oh
right
my
next to V's Pizza. So after you get a little jiggy with it, 21 and older,
Yeah.
we all deserve a little drink. So we head over there and grab a pint and have some fun.
Very nice. And then they performed recently with the band Gaelic Storm.
Yes, they did. So the world-renowned band Gaelic Storm, which is
Wow.
most known, I would say, for the Titanic soundtrack in the movie back in the day.
That's
They did all the music
cool.
to the Titanic. They invited us, and we were so, so honored
Oh my
when they went to the Ponte
gosh.
Vedra Concert Hall to tour, and we were able to dance with them today. Miss Meredith here, she was on stage with them not 2 months ago.
Did y'all have fun?
Yes.
And all the events that you do, I bet it's so, so fun. And then I have to ask this. For folks who may be, you know, wondering, like, what kind of dance should I get my child into? What would you say they benefit from with Irish dance specifically?
It's such a good question, and it's really depending on the person. For me personally, I started with ballet, and I didn't have dual coordination. I couldn't do top
Oh my
and
gosh.
bottom. So my parents thought, hey, throw her into Irish dance. Maybe she'll be good with 50% of the movement, and I was.
Wow.
But Irish dance is so much more than the dance and the sport itself. I mean, whether it's connecting with your Irish culture, or if it's just finding a new community and learning something new and a
Right.
skill to share. There's so many things for benefits.
So fun. So if somebody is interested, how do they get more information?
Yes, now is the perfect time, especially since 'tis the season. So we have new
Yes.
sessions starting. They're 3-month sessions from April
Okay.
to June, and it finishes with a performance in May at the Multicultural Festival that's coming up, and also our summer showcase that's coming up at the end of June, which we're so excited for.
Yay! Okay, we got the website on the screen there, and
Yes.
you guys are gonna show me a little move here. Let me put this down.
Absolutely.
So what are we gonna do right now?
I heard you're dancing. You have the perfect shoes, so we're gonna teach the
connected.
fun step. Yes. So first what
Oh.
we're gonna do is we're
Oh,
gonna
geez.
cross one foot in front of the other.
Okay.
Perfect. Beautiful balance. Yes. Now this is called the fun step because there's a fun little hopscotch motion involved.
Okay.
So to start out, we're gonna take our right foot and we're gonna step in front, and then your back leg, you're gonna kick it right up behind you.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So
Hardest
just
part
boom,
completed.
boom.
Step,
Okay.
kick, and then you're gonna pull that front foot behind you and take 4 core steps from the back. Back, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic. And it's so nice. We're gonna do it twice. So you're gonna
Okay.
take the same leg, you're gonna step forward, hit it behind you, and then pull it back, 2, 3, 4. Fabulous. Now comes
Okay.
the hard part.
Oh,
So
geez.
prep your heels and your legs. Yes.
Okay.
Imagine there's a hopscotch floor in front of us. So we're gonna take both our feet and jump forward. Fantastic. We're
Okay.
gonna take it backwards. Then we're gonna
Okay.
jump out real wide, and then we're gonna close it all together. Yes,
Okay.
and it's a little
can handle that one.
speedy, right?
Oh,
You got
wow.
it.
All right, maybe I won't.
So it's imagine like we're clapping on beats. So the full motion of it would be forward, back, out, together.
Okay.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, natural talent. We want you in river dance immediately. And to finish it out, we're gonna take a right leg. We're
Okay.
gonna go up on the knee, pull it behind us, and to finish the whole step out, we're gonna pull it hop, back, 2, 3, 4. And then we always have to finish with an Irish bow. So pointing your toe and bowing. Fabulous, fabulous.
Well, I think I want to see them at work.
Absolutely.
But thank you so much, because I know that they can do it way more eloquently.
Yeah, we need
I'm
to
sure.
leave it to our experts.
Okay, you guys ready to show us what you got? Okay, go
Absolutely.
ahead and take it
Yes.
away. Okay, so I have to give full disclosure. The song that they initially chose, we could not do. You can come back in real quick because it was copywritten. So we had to give them a song last second. You guys killed it though, but that's why maybe they were a little confused at the beginning. So don't give that up to the school. I know you guys are fabulous. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was so much fun. Can I get a high five from all of you? All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all. Have so much fun. Thank you so much. The website again, Mumford Academy Irish Dance. .com. All right, and we'll be right back. Thanks, guys. That was so awesome.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
We were unloading a truck. I slipped, and before you knew it, a 3,000-pound can had rolled up on top of my leg. They rushed me to the hospital, to the emergency trauma unit. My whole life just froze. Just so happened, a commercial came on about Morgan & Morgan, as though that was a sign for me. I was very surprised to see how easy it was to deal with Morgan & Morgan. I never walked inside the office. They stayed in contact with me, constantly called and checked on see how I'm doing. They are definitely for the people.
Jay is a foodie and a chef. He's a businessman.
And a man with a plan.
And at Community First, we get that. And we get small businesses. We help companies all over North Florida with everything from commercial real estate loans to business checking and credit cards, including our signature credit card for business that gives you unlimited 2% cash back.
So just be yourself.
At Community First and on the go. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org.
Fish delish, fish delish. New crispy, crunchy shrimp out high with fish puffs inside. New $5.99 full meal deals. Unreal. Captain D's fish delish.
I'd say the overall buying experience was very seamless.
When you think of Pella, you think of a high quality window. So I was just blown away at the affordability.
The Pella install team was fantastic from start to finish. They were very courteous and treated our home as we would want it to be treated. Pella's warranty on these windows makes us feel very good about the purchase.
I'm so happy with how they turned out.
Pella windows and doors are on sale now. Schedule a free in-home consultation today.
Have you ever thought of getting a walk-in tub for you or someone you love? Now is a great time to take a look at getting a Safe Step walk-in tub.
With Safe Step's standard heated seat and new fast fill faucet, you can enjoy a nice warm bath up to 20% faster. And the convenient touchpad control is right at your fingertips.
Each tub comes standard with a dual hydrotherapy system. The 10 water jets can help increase mobility, relieve pain, boost energy, and improve sleep, while the MicroSoothe advanced air therapy system oxygenates and softens skin.
Safe Step walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety so you can stay in your home and enjoy the comforts of bathing again.
So call now for more information and a free no-obligation consultation.
When you call today, you'll also receive our limited time offer. Don't wait to enjoy safer bathing. Call 1-800-831-0055.
Something wasn't working with my feet.
Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam.
They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Password 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Well, our next guests want to invite all the community members affected by brain cancer or tumors, or anyone really, to attend the 2026 Waves of Gray 5K. So let's welcome Diane Waters, the founder of Waves of Gray, Dr. Rob Cavaliero, a neuro-oncologist at Baptist MD Anderson, and Logan Cake, a survivor and Waves of Gray Planning Committee. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So I want to say I'm sorry for your loss, because this was born out of the loss of your husband, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about why Waves of Gray, and then why you created the 5K.
So after he passed away, we were looking for something in the community to spread awareness, raise money for research, and there was just nothing here. We ended up going to Mississippi for an event, and when we got back, I called the lady that put the event on there to figure out how to start something here, so we didn't have to drive that far to support the cause.
And make it accessible for more folks.
Yes.
And so obviously you are driven on fundraising and volunteers and things like that, and the 5K is really a way to do that. So what can we expect at the 5K?
So this is our 9th year, and we have grown so much. We started with just over 400 people on the beach itself.
Yeah, because it's at Seawalk Pavilion on May 9th.
We have now moved it onto the pavilion, and there were 1,512 people last year. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
And you are a survivor, so tell us a little bit about your journey.
Actually, 2017 September, that September before the first walk, I was diagnosed. Many surgeries, chemo, radiation, and 1 month before that first Waves of Gray walk was the last resection and cancer-free.
So you're in remission?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. And so now you're on the planning committee because you know how important this is for folks, right?
Yes.
I think that's awesome. And Doctor, tell us a little bit about your work, and either maybe give us some warning signs that people can look out for, or just maybe how prevalent this is that we may not be aware of.
So it's not a common, but it's not rare. It's about 12 to 13,000 cases a year.
Really?
It, quite frankly, progresses or presents much the way a stroke would present.
Okay.
So really, when we talk about all the stroke warning signs, whether it's that weakness change, the speech change, whatever it may be, it's a very similar presentation to a stroke. And it's the kind of thing that warrants attention and should bring you to your doctor.
Right. And so obviously if you have concerns, doctors are there to help you. But tell us again when, where, how folks can get involved, because I know that if they can't make it to the 5K, there's a virtual option, but you really just want to bring out that awareness, right?
Yes. So it's on May 9th. It's the second Saturday every year. So May 9th this year. Starts at 8 a.m. It's at the Jacksonville Beach Seawalk Pavilion. And the virtual option, it's $20. It doesn't come with a shirt or medal because we don't spend the expense to ship.
You want all the money going to the, right, that's nice.
So, but that gives friends and family out of town who cannot make it in a way to join the team and support their friend that's here.
That's wonderful. Where do they get more info? Where to register?
So we have wavesofgray.org.
Okay.
Or if they just want to go find the event, you can go to runsignup.com and look for Find a Race and just type in Waves of Gray.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
and again, I'm
thank
sorry
you.
for your loss, but you're turning
Thank
it
you.
into something great. Logan, I'm so glad that you're doing well. Thank you for sharing a little bit about your story. And Doctor, thank you for the work you do. We do a lot with Baptist MD Anderson, and you guys do great work. So thank you again, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey, how long will this take? I'm kind of in a rush.
Oh, just 10 minutes.
Get out! 10 minutes? Y'all are like...
A well-oiled machine.
I was gonna go there, but then it felt obvious. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
On Traffic Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with First Coast News and the First Coast News Plus app. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Stream extended traffic coverage on First Coast News and First Coast News Plus.
The way to screw up your case is to have a lawyer who doesn't sincerely care about you. Because a lawyer who cares is going to do everything he can to make sure that you get everything you're entitled to. It doesn't get more fairer than that.
The Rooms to Go Anniversary Sofa Sale is now through Wednesday. Hurry in to get big savings and endless sofa possibilities. Choose from a huge selection of sofas on sale. Save on stylish fabric sofas, versatile sleeper sofas, plush leather sofas, sectionals, and comfortable reclining sofas. Every sofa you see is priced low to sell fast. And only Rooms to Go offers an opportunity like this. So shop the Rooms to Go Anniversary Sofa Sale now through Wednesday.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
That is the Protector.
This truck is a beast.
The Protector's breathtaking. Rain, sleet, or snow, the Protector's ready to go. We can take this thing anywhere. It is our mobile weather laboratory.
I'm very grateful that the Protector has such advanced technology.
Giving us some extra tools to put that most accurate forecast together. You and your family are going to be protected and be safe. Making sure that you can see what's happening on the ground.
Sponsored by Hanania Automotive Group.
I went to work at the gas station. It was a grid that was missing. My whole foot went in. I felt I was in a lot of pain. The MRI showed that I actually had a torn ACL and meniscus. As I'm sitting there watching television, I see Morgan & Morgan, and I said, I'm going to give them a call. I knew that I made the right choice. They said that anytime that I have any questions, feel free to call, and they took over from that moment on. When my check came in, I couldn't breathe. It was the most zeros I'd ever seen. It was phenomenal.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey, how long will this take? I'm kind of in a rush.
Oh, just 10 minutes.
Get out! 10 minutes? Y'all are like...
A well-oiled machine.
I was gonna go there, but then it felt obvious. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
All right, rain or shine, it's going to be rain today. So our weather team's in storm mode. Of course, we are streaming on First Coast Living and First Coast News Live. All platforms, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you tell your friends and family we're streaming because we've got a severe weather day that does include a weather impact alert through 5 p.m. So officially a tornado watch until 2 o'clock. So no tornado warnings, anything like that. We're just watching things carefully and closely. That's why we're here. So notice Lake City to Waycross in the yellow. This is the watch area for the tornado watch till 2 o'clock. This could be extended farther east into Metro Jacksonville, okay? So keep that in mind. As far as warnings, you got to go back to Clinch County and Valdosta, and notice that's what we're watching. Damaging wind gusts. That's my main threat today. Winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour. We look at Futurecast. There it is. So you can see damaging wind, isolated tornado. Know where to go. Know where your safe spot is if needed. And we're streaming because this line will be a vigorous streaming of rain, of wind, and maybe some isolated tornadoes here. So just keep that in mind as this line races to the east, and that will reach Jacksonville and Metro Jacksonville, including Ponte Vedra, St. Johns County, Clay County, as we go between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock this afternoon. That'll be the worst of the weather. And then once this moves south of St. Augustine, Palm Coast, that'll be right around 4 or 5 o'clock. Things will improve dramatically. But until then, again, watching the damaging wind of risk along with that isolated tornado. And then here comes the cold weather. So what's happening today, we've got the clash of seasons, spring meeting winter in a big way. So as we look at county by county, the first areas impacted by the severe weather will be Ware, Brantley, and Pierce County between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. So 60-mile-per-hour winds or greater, watching that tornado threat, and that's why we're streaming. Then to Camden, Glenn, Charlton, and Nassau counties between noon and 3 o'clock, 60 to 70-mile-per-hour winds. And then south toward Duval and Metro Jacks, the worst of the weather between 1 and 4 o'clock. So keep checking back. But in the meantime, let's get back to the big show, First Coast Living.
Thanks for that, Mike. Well, if you're looking for something fun to do in St. Augustine, you can check out their whiskey and bourbon tour. David and I got a behind-the-scenes look. Check this out.
Hey guys,
guys, we are down here in St. Augustine for the St. Augustine Experience at the St. Augustine Distillery. We are doing a whiskey and bourbon tour, and I'm so glad that you could join us. This is gonna be great.
I can't wait.
This is gonna be awesome. All right, where do we start?
Let's take a little inventory check. Welcome to the St. Augustine Distillery, everybody. What better way to start the Bourbon Experience tour than at the first bourbon distillery in Florida? We're gonna be trying premium bourbons today. The first bourbon, the one closest to your water bottle, is our Florida Straight Bourbon. That's 88 proof. It's aged at least 3 years in brand new charred Minnesota oak barrel. We'll be pairing that up with that chocolate you have in front of you. That is a chocolate truffle made with a bourbon buttercream on the inside. And that bourbon is our bourbon, the Florida Straight Bourbon.
Very cool.
That's made by the famous Creme de la Coco right here in St. Augustine.
Love them too.
Making amazing things over there.
All right, so we do it now?
First, give that a little nose. The best part about this class, you can't be wrong. What you taste, what you smell is up to you. So what do we smell? What are you getting on that nose?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Factually wooden alcohol.
Earthy.
Not all I got.
Earthy.
Little woody.
If it reminds you of your third grade teacher's jacket on a rainy day, maybe it does. Bourbon brings back memories.
I hope
Was
it
that
doesn't.
jacket held in a cedar chest? Now we're gonna acclimate our palates. It is very early in the day. You might have went from brunch to bourbons. Once you take one little sip, I want you to go in and take another little sip.
Okay.
Now your palate will understand what to pick up. After that second sip, I want you to go in and take a taste of the chocolate.
Okay. Just a bite, not the whole
Just
thing?
one little bite. Why we do this is bourbon is known for its sweet chocolate caramely notes. Chocolate has chocolate flavors, so you're going to see those flavors mingled together. They always talk about wine in different pairings, but we're going to think outside the barrel and try bourbon with different pairings today.
Love that.
The next bourbon that we have is our toasted finish bourbon. This one is also aged 3 years, but then spends an additional 8 days in a slightly toasted barrel. What that's going to do to the bourbon, it's going to exaggerate those caramel and marshmallowy flavors.
Ooh.
So if you take a little sip of that toasted finish, one little sip, that's without any water. And what I want you to do now is take the rest of that toasted and put that into the rocks glass you have in front of you.
Right here?
Yes, right there.
One more. Okay, so pour that in there.
That's good.
Just like that. Now, oftentimes you might see somebody sip bourbon with a large ice cube.
Yes.
You have a large ice cube in front of you. You're gonna drop that ice cube into there.
Cool.
And what happens is when ice mingles with bourbon, it's going to shut down that whiskey. And as that ice cube melts and the water mingles with the bourbon, the flavor is going to explode. Those water-soluble molecules will evaporate, giving you more sweet, candied wood sugar flavors. So you tried it without the ice cube, now try it with and see the huge difference it makes.
That's so interesting.
It's like a totally different
But like
whiskey.
because I don't have the palate for it yet, I can't pinpoint what it is.
But it's
there is a
noticeably
difference.
different.
And I liked the first one a lot, but this is delicious.
Right?
So we tried bourbon with different objects today. We tried it with chocolate, we tried it with ice and water.
Yeah.
Now we're going to try bourbon directly out of the barrel.
Yes, cool.
Because the most important thing when it comes to bourbon is the barrel. So we're going to become thieves, and we're going to thief bourbon directly out of the barrel via a whiskey thief, and we're going to allow everyone here today to try that themselves.
All right, Patrick, we're in the thieving area. What happens here?
So here we get to try 2 special barrels, and we're going to be utilizing what they call a whiskey thief.
Whoa, cool.
Think of a whiskey thief as you're at a restaurant with your friends, but you don't want to drink out of your friend's drink, so you
Right.
take your straw and you put your finger over the straw.
Right.
And that's how a whiskey thief works. So first, we're going to take the bung out of the bung hole.
No, you did not.
There's 4 major parts to a barrel. You have a head, a hoop, a stave, and a bung.
It's
a
right
bung
there.
goes in the bung
We're
hole.
still talking about this?
Amazing.
It's
Okay.
a whiskey thief. We're going to put this inside of the barrel.
Okay.
Put our finger over the thief hole. And then we just take out the desired amount. And then when you want to stop, put your finger back.
I think I've done this with wine before.
This is so
It's a
rad.
similar thing, but that's more
Very
like
similar.
a turkey baster.
Well, the best thing too is that when you did that, wine came out. This time, whiskey comes out.
That's right.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so, okay, go ahead.
This is less than 3 years old. This will give you an idea of barrels of bourbon are always aging, but they're not always maturing. I always like to use my twin brother as an example. Always aging, but not always maturing.
Sorry, bud.
So when it goes below freezing, bourbon, like us, gets cold. Bourbon goes here. So in the states like Kentucky, from mid-November to mid-April, yes, it's aging, but it's not maturing. Unless you live in a state like Florida, where it's always so warm, bourbon's expanding, extracting into the wood, picking up 100% of the color and up to 70% of the flavor from this barrel. And that's why we want to taste it to see if the bourbon's ready. We never look at a barrel and say, okay, it's 8 years old and ready. We always taste it. We don't want to over-oak something, because if it spends too much time in that barrel, it can become over-oaked. And the Angels have their share. So 3 to 5 years is our sweet spot here.
So just like when I was a bartender, I'm doing with a.
Exactly.
All right,
so
cool.
Put your finger over that, and then
Let's do it. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. All right, Jordan, you're up. I'll wait.
Okay, here we go.
We're
hitting
stealing.
the spot?
That has changed in the last couple days.
Okay.
There you go.
That's probably good, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Cheers. He's like, I don't have one. I'm working. Okay.
All right.
Good, right?
Good. Well, guys, this is amazing. This is
so
an
cool.
absolutely brilliant experience. Thank you so very much for having us here. You have spoiled us rotten. This is super, 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 super cool.
And this is just one of the experiences.
This is just
right?
one of the experiences.
Yeah, we have a couple more yet today, so
Wait, what? There's more?
there's a lot more. That's right.
Might need to be a part 2. Just saying.
Well, stay tuned for part 2. Hopefully, we're still standing.
To be continued. Thanks again, guys. Cheers.
A truck weighs 20 times more than a typical car. At Farron Farah, we have a whole department that handles nothing but trucking cases. If you get involved with a lawyer who doesn't really understand handling a trucking accident, you're going to get run over by the other side.
We know why you've put off your best smile. The time, the cost, the anxiety. That's why Aspen Dental is changing how dentistry is done. With leading implant and denture technology and on-site labs that get you in and out. No more waiting for tomorrow. Now's your time to experience the Aspen Dental difference. Get started with 0 down, 0 interest if paid in full within 18 months. Aspen Dental. It's time to smile again.
We're whipping up delicious recipes you can make at home.
And I can't wait.
Bon appetit.
We're living a high life.
Living in the kitchen.
Fridays on First Coast Living.
You want the best food and the best service?
Let's go. So do you order in or head out on town?
Oh my God. Very rich flavor.
This is so good.
Well, get ready to spice things up with the best local eats on the First Coast.
Thankfully, I'm not making your birthday cake. So look at it, guys. That looks delicious.
We're dishing up all the details on the mouth-watering hot spots you need to taste. I am so excited because I am a pizza freak.
Man, I'm hungry.
Well, let's eat.
First Coast Foodies only on First Coast Living, sponsored by Uber Eats.
Noosa, what's it like to have real fruit and whole milk?
Imagine your taste buds are riding a tasty wave to the tasty shore.
I didn't wear my swimsuit.
Yeah, okay.
So tasty.
All right, sales, you cover follow-up. Service, oil changes your zone. Finance, stay tight on those approvals. No one, I mean no one, gets through without great care. Y'all got me?
Yes, Coach.
Now go out there and stick with your customers.
Ready, ready.
From game plan to great service, Butler Toyota Jacksonville sticks with you.
My name is Mary. I want people to know how wonderful Conviva is. The care team is very proactive, very thorough, very caring. It's not just going for a visit and you're done. I always have a lot of questions and never feel rushed. They just really, really take good care of you. And every time I lift up my grandson, I feel very fortunate that I'm able to do this. And it's my most favorite thing in the world.
Schedule a tour today. Conviva Senior Primary Care.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight.
I
I am at the new Paint and Nail Bar in Jax Beach with the owners, Christy and Donna. First of all, thank you for having me and congratulations.
Thank you so much for coming. We're so excited to have you.
Yes, and thank you.
Thank you.
I can already tell this is gonna be a really fun spot. It's beautiful when you walk in, and the one thing I notice is it doesn't smell like a traditional nail salon. So I think that's really nice for people who that kind of bothers, right? So tell us a little bit about your business and why you started it.
Well, Donna and I have been friends for almost 30 years.
Really?
We met when we were like 2.
Exactly. I love how they both said that at the same time. I think you've been practicing that.
But we have been in the beauty business, her in skincare and me kind of on the luxury tech side for a long time. And for about 10 years, we've been talking about, we need to do something together. And we came across Paint. It is a franchise based out of Sarasota. And when I moved to the beach 2 years ago, I started to think about what you put on your body is just as important as what you put in your body. And there's just a lot of toxicity in nail polish and nail products, and everything that we use in Paint Nail Bar is non-toxic. So that's why you don't have the smell.
That's so fabulous. And why did you want to bring this to the area? Because they're not really many places like this, right?
We haven't found really any place that offers what we offer. And we think we have the best nail techs in the business. In fact, we know we do.
That's right.
Absolutely. So, you will end up with not just hot nails, but healthy nails, which is our goal.
And that's a big deal because I do know a lot of people who do get their nails done, they constantly say, I need to give them a break. I need to give them a break. Because they're not using the right stuff.
Absolutely, and we can help somebody that needs a break. We have IBS, which is a great treatment for somebody that maybe has had acrylics on and have the ridges in the nails. We can help get their nails healthier. And then you can shop and have a little mimosa.
Okay,
and,
that's the next thing.
Not just about nails.
Right. Tell us a little bit about what all is offered here.
So, you know what? We want it to be an experience, right? Because most times you go in and you have your nails done, you choose a color, you maybe sit on the phone the whole time, you don't engage, you don't enjoy. Not so here. You're gonna engage and you're gonna enjoy. So it's not just about nails. We have beautiful clothing, we do facials as well. So it's a whole day experience. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come and spend the day with us.
I love that. I mean, the first thing I noticed when I walked in, I was like, oh, you have clothing, you have jewelry, you have like little knickknacks, stuff for the dog and cat parents. Giftables. It's great because I'm the kind of girly girl that would totally want to hang out here and look forward to, because I also know a lot of people who are like, I gotta get my nails. I'm like, that's how you feel? I love nail day.
It should not be a chore. It should be fun. Absolutely. So it's gonna be fun here.
Okay, so tell everyone why they should come.
Well, first, you better book soon because our books are getting really, really full. But I think just to come and see what we're doing here, and I think you'll have such a great experience that you'll find your new home.
That's right.
And we hope you just have a really fun time because I get to work with my best friend every day, and I can't think of anything more fun than that.
I think that's fabulous. So tell everyone where you're located and how they can book. Can they go online, things like that?
They can go online, and we're located at 730 Beach Boulevard. So if you know where the Beach Bowl is, we're just east of the Beach Bowl. We love them. They've been great neighbors. And you can follow us on Instagram at Paint Jax Beach, and you can definitely book from there as well.
All right. Again, congratulations, ladies. This is really, I know this is going to do well here. I can already tell. And you both are so fantastic. So thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
Come back and visit us soon.
Oh, definitely. And if you'd like to see this interview again, everyone, just head to First Coast News Plus.
It's time to update your kitchen, just for you. Kitchen Tune-Up will make your kitchen look and feel transformed. Let's create a kitchen that inspires and uplifts you. Contact Kitchen Tune-Up today.
I was driving down the road and bam, my car gets kicked sideways.
I fell. I was in a lot of pain. I actually had a torn ACL and meniscus.
I slipped. They rushed me to the hospital, to the emergency trauma unit.
The initial offer from my insurance company was laughable.
Which was basically an insult. Morgan & Morgan went after them and
got me more. I couldn't breathe. It was the most zeros I'd ever seen. It was phenomenal.
To see that final number, I was so excited.
They ended up getting me 20 times more.
delish. Fish, fish, delish. New crispy, crunchy shrimp out high with fish puffs inside. New $5.99 full meal deals. Unreal. Captain D's Fish, fish, delish.
The Rooms to Go Anniversary Sofa Sale is now through Wednesday. Hurry in to get big savings and endless sofa possibilities. Choose from a huge selection of sofas on sale. Save on stylish fabric sofas, versatile sleeper sofas, plush leather sofas, sectionals, and comfortable reclining sofas. Every sofa you see is priced low to sell fast. And only Rooms to Go offers an opportunity like this. So shop the Rooms to Go Anniversary Sofa Sale now through Wednesday.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
We're down in St. Augustine for the St. Augustine Experience. It is an amazing tour, and I am here with Alex and Russ. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Of course, anytime.
I'm here too.
Well,
That's right.
And this guy. Of course.
We're here with this guy.
This is the first time we're doing this type of tour, so what exactly can folks expect?
So you are on our Bourbon Whiskey and History tour. We do tours for everybody: history, food, sweets, cocktails. But this tour is our newest experience that we have, all thanks to this guy right here, Russ, my colleague and executive bourbon steward.
What's the catalyst for this? How did you guys start this and why?
So I'm a history guy overall. I mean, this city is the centerpiece for everything I do. But again, we are the foodie city of the South, #1 small city in the South as well too. I love working with these small businesses. I love featuring all the awesome food, the chefs, the mixologists, the cocktails, everything. And so that just adds to the history as well too. I mean, it's amazing walking these beautiful streets while showing you off some of our favorite food and drinks around the whole entire oldest city as well too.
What I think is cool too, we're just doing one of the 6 types of tours that you offer. That's why it's the St. Augustine Experience.
Oh yeah, again, something for everybody. We have our history tour, but we also have great culinary tours for families. Our Sweets and History tour. You get this cute little bag where you fill it up everywhere too. It's like Halloween every single day in our tours. We do our wine cocktail food tour, the #8 tour in the country right now in the USA on TripAdvisor.
That's awesome.
And this is our newest experience there, and we've had just so much fun building this tour right now. Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Really excited that you guys are coming on this, and I'm really excited to show this off to the rest of the city and all of Northeast Florida as well.
So if folks do want to sign up though, because I know some of these book up really quickly, how do they get more information?
StAugustineExperiences.com has all of our tours, gift certificates as well too. And we actually put on a special promo code for you guys. Use First Coast to get 10% off of any of our walking culinary tours as well too. Yeah, First Coast.
Thank you so very much.
Of course.
All right, so we're gonna go into stop number 2, right?
Let's do it.
Let's go into stop number 2, and we're gonna do stop number 3, and then we're gonna keep on going. Let's go, Ski
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to Forgotten Tile. This is one of the most popular restaurants in town, one of our favorite spots. So here we're going to do a flight of different whiskeys. Our first one.
Beautiful.
I don't know if I should even tell you what it is. I want you to try it because it's a special one. You're not going to get this anywhere else but here that I know of. I mean, I'm sure it's available somewhere, but you try it, you tell me. And then I will tell you about it.
Ooh, different.
Smells good. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, that is very different.
Very
wow,
different.
That's super different than what we just had.
What's this made out of?
So this is a Mexican whiskey. It's made with purple corn, 100% purple corn from Mexico.
Yeah. That's
cool. That's so different.
You know, bourbons have to be at least 51% corn. This is a whiskey, but it's 100% purple corn from Mexico. So.
I like it.
Yeah, one of the most popular ones on the tour. That's why we put it on here.
It's so different.
Yeah, very different.
Crazy. Now, I know that there's food here. They have a full menu. Do we taste different items with different whiskeys, or is this just a good pairing in general?
I went with 3 distinct dishes that will pair well with these whiskeys as well too. Again, decadent bruschetta over here, these awesome mushroom arancini and the bacca sauce, and the deconstructed artichoke dip as well too. They all blend perfectly with the taste we're about to have, and that's why I want to give you guys the best of everything Forgotten Tonic has to offer.
You are spoiling us.
Yeah. All right, where are we up to now? Next on the list, we have a Johnny Drum. This is a Willet product. One of my faves because it's a fairly complex one. Now, remember at the distillery, what was the highest proof we had there?
120?
120. This is 125.
It is good. And actually, I will say, I think one of them at the distillery seemed stronger than this one.
Remember what we thieved out of the barrel, the first barrel?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It was a little bit lower proof than this, but it's still.
That's amazing.
Everything has been so amazing.
That is good, right?
But this isn't the end.
No.
This is not the end. We still got one more for you.
We've got some more for you yet. Yeah. So.
Whatever will I do?
Well, I would say drink up, but I think we already took care of that. So.
I think we did.
I got my water.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't have any water. Oh, how'd that happen? Oh my God! All right.
Well,
you got brown water.
Well, let's finish eating, and then we'll get out of here to the next spot.
Sounds good. Let's do it. All right, Russ, we're at stop number 3. Where are we at?
We are at Mojo's Old City Barbecue. One of the hottest places in town, as you can see. It's always busy,
It's
always
hot.
fun. Yeah, it's a great place.
We've got a new flight here, so let's
go
start
through
whiskey.
it. All right, so here we got in front of you, you're going to see some names you probably know. We got a Buffalo Trace, Russell's Reserve, Maker's Mark, and a Whistle Pig 10-year. They, all of these, even though you know the name, these are barrel picks that Mojo specifically has here. So I can get a Buffalo Trace anywhere, right? But I can't get this Buffalo Trace anywhere but here because it's one of their barrel picks here. So when you come here on this tour, you get nothing but barrel picks from this place.
Even if you're not on the tour?
No.
Okay. You have to take the tour, y'all.
All right, so let's try the first one.
Cheers.
First one, Buffalo Trace. Everybody's favorite Buffalo Trace, right?
It's good. It's easy drinking.
And it does not
For you.
For you. No, it's
like it tastes good,
Well,
but it
Jordan,
gets me down.
that's why we have this for you here.
We also brought some food.
I love that we have food involved.
We brought
here.
some food for you.
Talk about
so
food pairing.
What do you think would go well with this one then?
I think you should give her a nice forkful of that burnt ends right there.
Oh, grab a
Pair
burnt
with
end.
that,
Yes.
Dude, those are so good. I'm gonna have one too.
yeah. I'll definitely take one.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, why not, right? We're gonna.
We'll leave the fork for the fancy stuff.
It just makes you want to go.
Things that make you go.
And it makes you want to drink more bourbon as well too after you take a bite out.
It's really true.
We have Maker's Mark. Yeah, just a classic Maker's Mark, but it's the barrel pick. Now, I will tell you, I have never met a Maker's Mark I don't love.
Cheers.
Exclusive.
Cheers, man.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's a little smoother.
Our Maker's is always
That's a
smooth,
little
right?
smoother. I can handle that a little better.
All right, the final taste of the day, the Whistle Pig 10-year.
Okay. Let's finish strong. You ready to
All
finish
right, we
strong?
got this 10-year Whistle Pig.
Whistle Pig 10-year. Yeah, that's a good one. Color choice.
Wow.
Maker's Mark was my favorite.
Yeah, that one's a little, you know what that is? That's almost, you remember the ryes that we had earlier, right? A little bit more of a rye.
Like, the Maker's Mark is the smoothest, but the Whistle Pig is by far the most interesting.
The big thing is, you know, you either like it or you don't like it. And that's the best thing about it, whether it's bourbon, wine, beer, but especially bourbon, yeah.
Well, and what's really cool about this tour is like, I'm not as much of a connoisseur as maybe David here, but like, it's really nice to get to know the differences. And there are some that I really, really liked, and there's some that I'm like, it's not bad, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you learn that. And I think that's really cool too, that you not just get that, you get the food and you get the history.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
This was so
amazing.
cool.
Yeah, the bourbon, the community, the food, everything. It's a nice mix over here, and we're happy you guys can join us
Yes,
on this
thank you
tour.
so much. And before we go, I
Oh
got
no, you guys got to keep eating all this stuff as well too.
Onion rings the
You
size
want
of your
those
head.
onion rings? Hey guys, if you want to watch this segment again or others like it, make sure that you head over to First Coast News Plus.
Thank you again.
We're whipping up delicious recipes you can make at home.
And I can't wait.
Bon appetit!
We're living a high life.
Living in the kitchen.
Fridays on First Coast Living.
Well, if it isn't Noosa, the titan of tasty yogurt.
I'm gonna miss you, mate. Where are you going? A whole milk convention? And heaps of real fruit!
Wait!
So tasty.
Spring into savings with West Shore Home. There's never been a better time to upgrade your bathroom, and right now the savings add up quick. For a limited time, we're doing free installation on all bathroom remodels, so you can transform your space with some huge savings. And if you call now, we can get you started with no money down, and you can lock in 18 months of no interest financing. That's a year and a half interest free. Thinking about doing more than one project? The more you do, the more you save, making it the perfect time to start multiple projects in your home. Just give us a call. We can have someone out as early as tomorrow, and make sure you ask about our volume discounts. At West Shore Home, we make home remodeling easy with a fast professional process and highly trained employee installers you can trust. Just give us a call, scan the QR code on your screen, or visit westshorebath.com to get started today and lock in free installation plus 18 months of no interest financing. Don't miss out. West Shore Home, remodeling reimagined.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Welcome to Hearing Loss in America, a multi-billion-dollar industry designed to milk you for thousands of dollars, all for a basic necessity. But at Audien Hearing, we believe hearing isn't a luxury, it's a right. That's why our FDA-registered hearing aids cost about 90% less than traditional models. No doctor visits, no appointments, no hearing tests. Just clear, powerful sound at a price anyone can afford. Over 1 million people trust Audien to help them reconnect to conversation, laughter, and life. Now, it's your turn to try Audien for 45 days risk-free with a